Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Lizzie Pearl Makeover. Today, while I do my client's makeup, I'll be sharing a bad experience I got as a makeup artist, a job that almost risked my life, not even almost, that put my life at risk. While I do that, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to my videos to watch. And if you're just coming across my page for the first time, do not forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Being a makeup artist and having to travel far and wide to render services to people, leaving your shop or your store, wherever it is you're located, your studio, wherever your studio is located, to travel outside to render your services to people, the risk that put us at is not being talked about enough. Okay, I had this client text me during the Easter period and was like, "Hi Lizzie, I would like you to do my makeup for my traditional wedding." And I was like, "Of course, why not?" Location, I asked for location, dates, everything about the event, where I'll be coming to and all. So after asking this client for the details, she went ahead to send me her wedding IV. The wedding IV, yes, it had the dates, it had the venue for the wedding, and for the venue, the wedding IV had both her husband's place and her own place, which happens to be in the same village. Meanwhile, where we were going for this job was a village in Anambra State that is so risky. The bride never mentioned or said anything like traveling at night in her village is a very, very risky thing. She left us to travel just like that without all these details. I mean, as a bride or whoever it is that we makeup artists are coming to work for, if there is something we should know, okay, my location is not a safe place to travel to at night, to be informed so that I can leave my place early. This bride never said anything. So after I had gotten to the park and alighted from the bus, so I tried reaching the bride because clearly the invitation card she sent to me in place of her direction that I asked of doesn't perfectly describe where her location or where I'll be doing her makeup session for her is. So I tried reaching her. I called, saying not reachable. At some point it was saying switched off. I was stranded. I didn't know what to do. I used the description on her IV card that mentioned the particular village, and I found out that she and her husband happens to be from the same village. And I tried calling to be sure, what parts, where am I going to and all. So I met one of the drivers at the park there, okay, I need to get to this place. And they told me that the location for this place, the road to this place is a very bad one, that we going to that place at that time, because this was past 7 p.m, was a very risky thing to do. And they urged me to take bike. And I was like, I couldn't carry makeup products, and I had my assistant with me. I couldn't carry makeup products and take bike. It was going to be a very risky thing. So I finally succumbed and I decided to use a bike to the location. And while we were on our way, the bike man kept telling us stories of, kidnap cases on this road, adoption, killings, and all of that. And I was so scared. While on the bike, I still tried reaching the bride, okay, you're not picking your calls. What am I supposed to do? We got to the village. Because when weren't given a location, a particular place in the village where I'm supposed to, stop and meet the bride, we still kept calling the bride. Her number still was not reachable. Kept calling. This was around 9 p.m. We kept calling. I was scared. I was worried because the village was not a safe one at all. Kept calling and we kept asking people. They were giving us wrong direction. And while we were doing this, the bike man said his money was going to keep increasing. That the money he had charged us from the beginning was definitely not what he was going to collect later on. We kept doing this, the back and front. I just told him, just take me to a safe place. Let me be sure. My life is more better. So finally, while I was able to reach the bride, it happened to be that we've passed her house 3 different times while driving and looking for where the wedding venue was. And finally, when we got to the place, I was really, really angry. And I met the bride. She was so nonchalant about it. You put my life at risk and you didn't even try to apologize for it or say you're sorry or anything. You were just like, it's not my fault, why would you go to this place, this is where and the direction you gave to me, like the IV, you're supposed to explain to me discreetly, like, okay, this is where I am going to be having my makeup session, this is that. She never did any of that, putting my life at risk. Honestly, clients need to do better. The brides, especially when we're traveling to maybe another state or somewhere that I am not familiar with, you're meant to like keep in touch, make sure your phones are charged, keep in touch with me. I mean, even if I haven't called you, you should reach out and say something like, oh, where are you coming, are you still coming, book accommodation, make sure that we're comfortable. I know that you're paying me for my job, but if I am more comfortable, then I will work better that way. To be even more honest, I was so tempted. I was tempted to like refund her money and just tell her I wasn't working anymore. But I just had to. I mean, I'm here and I can't even leave that night. If I was going to refund her and leave, it was going to be a risky thing. I just decided on my own that this kind of job, I am never ever going to embark on this kind of journey anymore. I'm not going to do that. This is one of my horrible experiences in this makeup journey. Makeup artists out there, I'm sure they have a lot of stories to share, like horrible experiences and all. Being a makeup artist, so it's risky. Sometimes it puts our life at risk, especially when you're working outside your studio. Clients need to do better. They need to like help us to help them. Anyways, that's the end of my story for today. If you enjoyed our makeup session, if you enjoyed our story time, remember to subscribe, comment, turn on post notification. Bye. See you in my next video.